what's going on? This is Neutral Corner, episode 8. Episode 8, if I'm not.
Wow.
This is Cool Breeze in the building.
And Razor Raw.
We back again. Joshua. And
just coming off of that Joshua Usyk fight.
Usyk fight.
It's better that we did it today than yesterday. We were trying to get it done yesterday, but hey, we're going to do the preview, but hey, it's already done, so now we can talk on the fight.
Yeah, we could do a little recap on it. To be honest, it was boring for me. It was boring to me, to be honest. I had a lot of running around to do when I got to see the fight. I fell asleep on that joint. The first couple of rounds, it was like they was just filling each other out, just throwing jabs. What's his name? Usyk. He got the advantage. He was beating
He
him
got
to
a speed advantage.
Okay, yeah, he had a speed advantage, and so he was beating him to the punches. The ninth round was a sight. That's when it started getting decent, because Joshua was throwing and he was hitting him with some stuff. And then the 10th round,
yeah, he got some good body shots in. He got like a good 3 rounds in a row in like 8th, 9th, 10th, something. No, 8th, 7th, 8th, and 9th or something. I think
he got 7th, 8th, 9th he did good. Then the 10th and 11th, the Usyk just was coming back on him. I mean, he was just he started hitting him with some stuff, so it was back and forth. But yeah, he lost that fight. Joshua lost that fight.
Yeah, and these dudes, I mean, he just can't beat Usyk. Same way Wilder just can't beat the Gypsy King. He can't beat Fury. It's just it is what it is.
They met their match.
So now, I mean, if Fury come out, he can fight Usyk, and then Joshua Wilder, that'd be a good fight to.
Do we still want to see that? You still want to see Joshua Wilder?
I just want to see it just to see it. I mean, it's not going to get that money, that same money, but it still has a little buzz to it because everybody wants to see, the power fighters, who would knock out who.
Yeah.
We want to see the muscle guys knock out each other or whatever. But
it's still a fight.
Yeah.
You hear about this Rashidia Speedy Ellis? He's at 140.
I heard about him.
He's at 147. He's calling out Boots. He's calling out. Well, yeah, he called out Boots recently. But I want to see, like I said again, Virgil Ortiz. Maybe that could be a good fight with him. With Ellis, you see these prostates coming.
Yeah, they gotta clear it all up.
Coming up.
They gotta clear out the division. Eliminate each other. So now this guy won't be able to talk no more. He step aside.
Boots, Virgil Ortiz, and Speedy Ellis at 147. Instead of wanting him to fight Terrence or Earl Spence, let them fight each other and see who's the best out of the guys that's coming up.
Yep. But also for tonight is another fight. It's an MMA fight tonight too. So you got Usman. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if he's light heavyweight or whatever, but he's one of the greatest ever to fight at that for the UFC. He got a fight tonight against now I'll get the name again. It'll come to me. I'll check it out on the phone. But yeah, Usman got a fight tonight. I'm trying to think if it's an ESPN. But yeah, check that out. That's a UFC. That's a major UFC fight.
That'd be something to talk about for the next show. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, because we don't want to be like, we're not specifically boxing. We it's just all any combat sports are pretty much work. Because I mean, people have interests. I mean, like, a lot of these channels be only boxing or only UFC.
Facts.
Both of them, you don't have to not like one to not like the other.
Facts.
I just like to watch, good matches.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this fight tonight is going to be much better than what we saw on the zone with that Usyk fight. That Usyk fight put you to sleep.
Yeah.
So
that was
yeah. So whatever, it's entertainment at the end of the day for us. So if this UFC fight is going to be more entertaining, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But back to that 147 division. Rashidi Ellis, you got Conor Ben. I mean, and Conor Ben's about to fight
and Rashidi Ellis, he be hitting hard. Like I was watching his highlights. He be punching. I gotta do some more homework and watch like the actual like a whole fight. But from the gate, he was just
See now
they said that last fight was the highlight. He just came in and just started. That'd be a good fight for Boots.
See, Boots is fighting mid-level fighters right now. He's fighting like some people that Earl Spencer's fought. He's fought Van Heerden, and then he's fought like some people.
Lipinets.
Yeah, so he's fighting those mid-level fighters where you got to respect it's not pure tomato cans. Yeah. So now Rashidi and Virgil Ortiz, once they get away from those tomato can fights, maybe we'll see what Ugas has. Because Boots wanted that Ugas fight bad.
Yeah. Oh.
And so did what's that with Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman wanted that Ugas fight bad too. Now all of a sudden Keith Thurman.
Ugas, so we'll see how he returned back from the eye injury and his beating.
Yeah, I don't know what his estimated return date is. But
he might not be the same after that Earl fight. Hopefully he could bounce back and give us some more good fights, because he's definitely a top. He's up there with the top guys.
Yeah. So the last 4 Boots fights, Chris Van Heerden, which was a no contest because he was about to knock Chris Van Heerden out, and that's somebody that Earl Spence was beat. That's somebody Earl Spence knocked out, Chris Van Heerden. But they butted heads, and they had Van Heerden had to stop for the fight, and it became a no contest. But I think
I remember that fight.
He bumped heads on purpose just to get out the rest of the. He didn't want to get embarrassed. Then he knocked out Sergey Lipinets, then Thomas Delorme. These are like middle level names. And Castillo Clayton. So now he's at 29-0. Now Rashidi Ellis, he got to step up his level of talk.
He got to talk. Yeah, he got to talk.
Like maybe he can just get a quick knockout against what's the guy who got a lot of mouth? Woo!
The guy that's they call him a wrestler. They say he's a wrestler the way he promote himself.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's his name, man? Blair the Flair.
Let him fight. That shouldn't be a hard fight to make.
Yeah, he might. Blair Flair. It seems like he surprises people. He surprises people.
Let's fight Blair Cobb.
That'd be a good fight. I think that'd be a good fight. Yeah.
The highest level tomato can.
Put him up there. And that'd be a good promotion too. That'd be good. He'll promote that. Get them both up there. He could talk.
Blair was talking trash to Terrence Crawford. He was talking trash to Boots.
Yeah, he got his name out there. He could talk a good game. And his record not that bad either. He
only got that one loss, but he came back. And he didn't avenge his loss. He got to fight that guy again, but he came back and beat up one of Bomac's guys, knocked Bomac's guy out, and he beat up somebody who came in overweight. So he beat somebody who came in overweight.
It's just the trash talking that make other fight. They make it seem like he's a joke. Like they try to look at him and treat him like he a joke. Like Boots and all them. They just like, man, get out of here, man. You trash, man. I'll beat you. I'll beat you before and all that. Like him, I put him in the category with the trash talkers, like a McGregor, but trash talkers, but do got a little skill. McGregor can fight. McGregor,
No, but
Rolly.
no, yeah, you could put him in there with Rolly, but
Rolly.
yeah, because he was in. Remember, he sparred Devin Haney.
Yeah. On the whole fight, just me talking trash. The whole fight while he's sparring Devin, he sparring. If we have, I'll probably put the link in the I'm gonna put the link in the description so y'all can see this if y'all didn't see it. He sparred Devin Haney. He just talking the whole fight. Just that was weak, man. That was weak. I ain't feel that. Like he talking. Yeah. Devin Haney like, all right, let's go another round then. Let's go another round. It's funny. I don't want to tell y'all the whole thing.
Yeah, he's not all talented, but he keeps boxers entertaining. He's the entertainment side of boxing.
Yeah, he's entertaining. He's definitely entertaining. Like I feel like Broner was going down that same road, but he didn't have to he had to talk, but he had to talk, but he started losing the gift, in my opinion. He started losing the gift.
Well, like he started losing focus.
Discipline. Yeah, his discipline. Yeah.
The gift was there, but the focus and the just putting in the time, the extra hours, the discipline. Once they lose the discipline, that discipline means a lot.
And we had a whole show. We had a show about that. I titled one of our shows that the discipline, that do mean a lot. It always got to come up in boxing. That's a real important part in boxing. Definitely.
Yep. So who we got coming up next? Next fights. I mean, the UFC fight is tonight, but who's like the next? Is that Triple G? The next like major boxing event?
In September. Yeah, is it that and then Bomb Squad come back? Wilder. I don't know when Wilder fight.
Jose Pedraza is fighting the 27th next week against Richard Comey. So that's both at 135 on ESPN. But Comey, I don't know. I guess I get Pedraza in this fight because Comey I think he just took a L to Lomachenko and he took a loss to Lomachenko and he took one to Teofimo. Teofimo knocked out Comey.
Okay. All right. So yeah, in that division, when we talking about T.O. and Frank Martin, Regis Prograis, that'd be a good fight.
Well, Regis is at 140. Frank 140. Martin, Frank Martin is 135. Yeah, so that'd be I want to lump them in, but
I have a lot of dream fights with these 135s and 140s because they're only 5 pounds away from each other. So I just have a lot of fights that I want to see. And I want Shakur to move up. I want him to move up.
They got to clear out each other's. They got to clear out their own divisions before they think about anybody else. Because now Teofimo's up there, but Teofimo got his belt. I mean, he went through Lomachenko or Comey, but he just didn't fight Devin Haney. And the only people that he missed out on in that division was Devin Haney and Tank. Those are two I don't know. I feel like it'd be
important names.
I feel like the boxing game been cheated if you just you get one or two names, but no, get them all before you go on to the next one. That's how I feel about. Terrence Crawford, they didn't give him the Mikey Garcia fight ever, but he cleared out that division before he moved up.
Yeah.
And that's what Earl's doing. His goal, he said, he wants to get this last belt before he goes to 154. And
get all the belts.
And he cleared out all the names. He done fight Ugas, he done fought what's that? He done fought Ugas. The only person he didn't fight was he done fought every name at 47 except Thurman. And that's the only out of all the people out of his generation.
Thurman.
Yeah. Thurman, and the only reason he didn't fight Thurman is because Thurman kept playing around.
And
active. The belt. Oh, not until I'm healed. But Thurman took that.
The injuries. The injuries and
ducking.
Inactive, very
Yeah,
inactive.
and ducking.
Due to that, yup, yeah, asking for a large amount of money and stuff like that. Well,
Yeah, and then like when Earl was on his way up, he didn't want to fight Earl when he was on his way up. I mean, look, Earl was for Kell Brook in that division.
he didn't give Earl a shot. He did not give Earl a shot.
Kell
They
Brook, Porter. I mean, now Earl done had this belt almost 7 years. That IBF belt when he fought Kell Brook. That's almost like 7 years ago. That quick. It just seemed
yeah,
like yesterday. I mean, you got Sean Porter under your belt, Danny Garcia, Kell, all the names. He even dang, what's the well, I mean, he fought the names and names, and now he wants to go to the next one. And that's how I think everybody should do.
mm-hmm.
I think Tank should fight Devin Haney. I think they need to like Tank. Tank got Isaac Cruz. He got he got Gamboa.
Gary Antoine Russell.
Well, that's 140.
135, 140.
Yeah, that's the 140s. So I think Gary Antoine Russell versus Regis Prograis would be a good fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, how about that?
Gary Russell, I mean, and T.O. fight. T.O.
It was the guy Arnold Barboza Jr. His name started.
He got 140. Yeah, and he wants to fight T.O.
Yeah, his name. That's how his name.
Fight waiting, observing it. But I mean, nobody knew of him. I guess he's trying to make a name for himself. What's his name again?
Make a name. They got Arnold Barboza Jr. He was at the fight, right? He was at the T.O. fight. It's the same guy.
Yeah. I'm just checking to see where he is at. He's 5'9", 27 win, 27-0. Okay. 27-0.
Everybody with records like that, it's time for them to get names. If they don't got no names on their record, it's time for them to get time to get tested. It's time to get tested. We don't want to see a bunch of fighters 38-0, 30 and never fought nobody. Time to get tested.
He won 17 of those fights by decision. He only got 10 knockouts. So he just might be. Yeah, he hasn't.
Cause once you get tested and you don't pass that test, you know what that's called. You got exposed.
Yeah.
I'm liking Keyshawn Davis on his come up. He under he with Terrence and I'm not gonna say under, but he with Terrence and he trained with that camp.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine Ortiz, of course, Frank Martin, Regis Prograis, Devin Haney, Tank, Josh Taylor.
Yeah, Josh Taylor. He wants to fight Terrence Crawford. Now, Josh Taylor beat Regis Prograis, and it was a tough fight. I mean, he went body to body basically with Regis Prograis. There was a rough and tumble fight right there. They both fought in the middle.
I gotta watch that fight. I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, they fought in the middle of the ring. Regis could have probably used a little more skill in that fight. He just, it became like just a brawl.
How recent was this fight?
About 2 years ago, roughly.
Dang, I missed that. Oh wow. Yeah, I gotta do my homework. I'm definitely going to check that one out.
Yeah, I was rooting for Regis, but Regis thought he won. He had his hand up at the end. Both of them had their hand up, and then the ref
it was that close. It was
I think it was unanimous, but it was still like a close unanimous fight. Like,
okay,
it wasn't one like 119 to 111. It was like 116, 113.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because Prograis has got a high knockout ratio too. He got 23 knockouts out of 28 fights.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. And
yeah, he had 3 fights before this. It was 3 fights ago back in 2019. Yep.
2019. From I seen a lot of he was throwing a lot of crazy good. He was throwing some body shots. He was throwing some nice body shots.
I mean, he beat Julius Ndongo. Ndongo is a name that is. And other than that,
let me find out he a body snatcher. Like
yeah,
that's
he's
like
a body snatcher. He is a body snatcher.
That's one of his crazy moves.
That was like most of the knockouts that I saw from a highlight.
Yeah,
body shots.
Yeah, that's vicious. He's vicious.
So yeah, he's trying to get his belts back. I think he has a fight coming up not soon. I don't think it's signed yet.
Okay. So in Josh Taylor, he's trying to move up to 147 to fight Terrence.
Yeah, I think he wants to meet him at 147. And a month ago, Regis Prograis was saying he was getting stepped over for the WBC. Like they're stepping over him, and he don't like that. But he spars with Jamal Charlo. He spars with he knows the Charlos. They're real cool, and they hang out.
Regis.
Yeah, Regis. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he roots for Earl and all that stuff. So like everybody got their little cliques and stuff like that.
And you saying Regis and Frank Martin, then that's 35 and 40.
Yeah. Frank Martin's 30 at 135.
Damn, all right.
And he's just making a name for himself.
Okay.
And who was it that I wanted you to take a look at last week?
Who did you say you want me to take a look at?
Yeah.
I think we named them all. Speedy Ellis.
Oh yeah, Rashidi Ellis, yeah.
147. If he's at 147, even he could get that's what I was saying. Like,
I mean, yeah, all these guys done fought each other in amateurs. Like just like Rashidi Ellis beat Virgil Ortiz in amateurs. Yep. So I mean, and Virgil Ortiz is fighting at 147, and Martin is fighting at 135. But they fought in amateurs, and he got him, and just like Gary Antoine Russell beat Boots in amateurs.
You said Rashidi Ellis beat Virgil Ortiz?
No. What's the other boy? Earl's fighter.
Frank Martin.
Frank Martin. Yeah, Frank Martin beat Virgil Ortiz in amateurs. So I mean, they met each other all in amateurs.
Frank Martin looked like he got some power in his punch too, from the highlights and what I seen from him.
Yeah, and Frank Martin's developing because now he got his best trainer in the game to me.
Yeah.
Derek James.
Yeah.
But, but boxing is not going to take off until that heavyweight division takes off. I mean,
heavyweight.
The heavyweights to really move the.
It takes heavyweight to move boxing for real.
Yeah,
that's the main.
Yeah. I mean, because it was heavyweight, and then Mayweather he filled that vacuum. Like once all the heavyweights were going, people were like, okay, what do we watch? The last thing to watch was Mayweather. He took advantage because there were no heavyweights. If it was a real heavyweight that people wanted to believe in, American, because during that time, the Mayweather time was the Klitschko brothers and Shannon Briggs, and nobody had no interest in that.
Yeah.
Because Lennox Lewis was gone, Holyfield was gone, Tyson gone. So I mean, those dudes would sell way. They would during that same time. If they were out, Mayweather wouldn't have as many sales because his fights were boring. Let's be honest.
Yeah. If the all the great heavyweights was out and the Mayweather.
Yeah, because during the 90s.
That's
think about it. During the 90s when he was young.
Oh, the 90s. Oh, 90s boxing.
Yeah, in the 90s, Mayweather was out. But nobody how much attention did Mayweather get until all those guys retired?
That's when he was Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah.
He didn't really
wasn't selling when everybody was out. Yeah. So that was kind of like how Biggie and Pac, had other rappers couldn't shine until they were gone. And that's how Mayweather took advantage.
Mayweather was like the Jay-Z when
Yeah.
Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
Like they know they seen him before. They're like, oh yeah, he good. But when Tyson fighting Holyfield, this Buster Douglas,
Roy
everybody.
Jones.
Roy Jones. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna
Oh
overlook
yeah,
it.
Roy Jones was like the superstar of boxing at that.
Yeah.
And when in his prime,
Yeah. You're not
yeah.
gonna pay to see no Mayweather fight over no Roy Jones.
Oh hell no, not no.
Yeah. So
Mayweather probably would have been on a Roy Jones undercard or something like.
it took for these fighters to be gone for Mayweather to get that crazy money. That
Yeah,
Pacquiao
he just
Mayweather
said,
fight would not. That Pacquiao Mayweather fight would not be big in the '90s. It would just be like, okay, let's just check this one out.
yeah,
Pacquiao Mayweather would not be as big as Holyfield Tyson.
yeah.
It had to be the early. It had to be the late. I mean,
And then when he turned the money, he started talking, so that even made his growth, his thing, his
it just that timing just fell perfectly. The
yeah.
time. I mean, fighting. He didn't fight Sugar Shane in the '90s. They could afford, but he didn't fight him until like Sugar Shane was what 37, 39.
Everybody wanted to see the young Sugar Shane back in the day. They dragged that fight on. They just dragged it. Everybody wanted to see that.
I mean, Sugar Shane might have got him if they fought in the '90s. He might have got him.
He caught him too. Wow, he caught him. Mayweather buckled a little bit. He caught him.
Yeah. So he might have got him in the '90s.
Yeah.
They didn't fight till Shane, like Shane what about 40?
Faster, more accurate.
Yeah. Before he took those losses,
your reflexes was more sharp. Yeah.
I mean, he stayed in those lower weight classes. He didn't fight no Vernon Forrest, Winky Wright, and all them dudes.
Winky Wright, that's another one. Winky
Bernard
Wright.
Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins. You're not. He wasn't getting all that attention when all those dudes were out.
Yeah, T.O. What's it? No, not T.O. What's
it? Felix Trinidad.
Phoenix Trinidad.
And the big what his name was the big was killing it with the money. Golden Boy.
Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, Oscar was the name in the '90s. At these lower weight classes.
Yeah.
And
I used to like Prince Nassim. He used to do I think he was the first boxer I seen do a backflip after a fight and doing shit like he used to do shit like that. The way they come to the stage, like it's just
Fernando Vargas. You had Fernando Vargas. Then you had David Reed, the American Dream. He won gold medal from Philly. David Reed, but he had that messed up eye.
Oh wow, David Reed.
Joe Calzaghe. It was the '90s had a lot of talent all over the place. All over the place. I mean, you had at least 7 deep in every division. You had at least 7 good fights in every division.
Yeah.
Like right now, you can't get 7 good fights out of heavyweights. You can't even name cruiserweights. It might be 2.
What's Ortiz first name? The heavyweight Ortiz.
Yeah, but he's 40 years old.
He's 40. Tyson Fury.
I think he's retired supposedly. Andy Ruiz is fighting King Kong, Ortiz.
King Kong Ortiz. Oh, you said 7? I don't think you could name 7. Wilder, of course, Wilder.
Wilder Joshua, maybe.
Wilder Joshua.
Usyk and
that's the heavyweight.
This
heavyweight need to be remodeled. Need to redo. Like we need some good heavyweights.
But that's because some of those guys are going to UFC. Like some of those guys are going to UFC. Where they're making less money though. They're making less money because the bull it's a bull who's real in Dongo or something like that. Something like that. I don't want to misquote it, but
he's a fighter.
Yeah, he's the best one in at the heavyweights. He's the champ of the heavyweights. I think he won the championship. In his last fight, he only made $660,000.
Mm.
So they need to go fight some boxing matches and get some millions.
No, you think UFC need to fight boxers? Like they need to,
like the way Conor McGregor's biggest check.
Yeah,
was that Mayweather fight?
Get some money.
That check was bigger than all his UFC fights put together.
Yeah.
They need to just cross over and see what they can do. They need to have like a crossover joint where you have
that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So that like they can get paid because them dudes be fighting for like 20,000, 50,000.
A lot of them guys will they just get beat up in boxing though, cause they don't.
Yeah.
Like I want to know who could cross over and really. McGregor was one of the ones that knew how to box. Like
Francis Ngannou. Yeah, he's the champ.
That's the guy.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou. Now
that's the guy for Anderson Silva.
No, he's bigger than Anderson Silva. Those dudes, the weight class is a little bit different. Like you could be like 185 pounds, and that's a cruiserweight for boxing, but that's only like a light heavy. That's like a light heavyweight in UFC. So the weight class is a little bit different. But yeah, Anderson Silva. No, I'm talking about Israel Adesanya. That's the guy who fought Anderson Silva.
All right, they had the same style, right?
Yeah. They call him the style bender.
In that fight, he said he was passing down the torch. I remember watching that fight because he was on his way to retire. And
so Israel, he could fight somebody like Benavidez. Yeah, but then Benavidez will put him asleep.
David Benavidez or
David Benavidez.
David Benavidez. Yeah.
Yeah, I think David Benavidez. I think the boxers will put all
that'd be funny though, just to get that money, just so they could get some money, that boxing money, big time like paper. That'd be pay-per-view because they had to make that a pay-per-view fight.
Yeah, they could just have a event and pay-per-view boxing, but they got to fight the boxing rules because you're not going to see.
Have a tournament, boxing versus UFC, the tournament.
But the boxers have no chance in the UFC style fight.
Oh, if they do all right, now it's our turn. Now you gotta come to UFC, you gotta come to the octagon, MMA.
Now the only thing that probably can make it a little more competitive would be if it was a kickboxing match instead of a UFC style fight.
Oh, so they can't tackle you and wrestle you and put you in,
but kicking,
choke you out and all that.
No submission moves.
Yeah,
James Toney when he got choked out within the first round when he tried to call himself doing some UFC.
James Toney, he tried it.
Yeah, he tried.
Funny, man.
He embarrassed the boxer.
That's crazy.
He got choked out real quick. I think it was Ken Shamrock. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
You probably going there trying to box, like trying to swing. You just grabbed your legs, go for the knee.
But they didn't even the UFC guy didn't even stand up to box. He went straight for the legs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you probably you could try to fake it. You fake it like you about to swing, and then you go ooh, just go and tackle the ball. It's crazy.
Yeah.
UFC versus boxing. We might have to title this that way.
No, he didn't lose to he lost to Randy Couture. That's who it was. It wasn't Ken Shamrock. Randy Couture. Randy Couture was real good. But people gave James Toney his respect because he did fight a high level. And Randy Couture was 47, fighting James Toney at 40. James Toney is 42. Yep. James Toney was I was watching.
He was still boxing or he was just retired?
He was done boxing.
Yeah, 42. He said, let me try something before I hang it up, hang my coat all the way. Let me try some UFC. Yeah, get some UFC money real quick.
He got taken down and tapped out real quick.
First round.
Yeah.
UFC rounds is like like 7 minutes a round. They got long. Their rounds are longer, but they got shorter.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out tonight though. I'm gonna watch that Usman fight.
Yeah, I'm on.
Watch that Usman fight. See how long the
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in because I think they had less rounds. Like, boxing got like 12 rounds. They only had like 5 rounds, but each round be like they time be more longer.
Okay. And I think next week we should if you like and subscribe, leave some comments if you have anything.
Comment, subscribe. You have any ideas, anything you want us to talk about, or if you want to join the show, just leave a comment. You want to talk boxing, everybody's welcome. That's what we do. And if you want to debate, we debate too. We can bring the debates. That's gonna be the fun part when we start getting them debates in.
I had to stop looking at everybody else's boxing channel just to try to get some updates on the Spence Terrence Crawford fight because nobody know what they're talking about.
Yeah, if we did that, every show would be about Spence and Terrence because they go crazy with that.
Yeah,
every channel, every boxing blogger.
It's basically clickbait at this point.
It's
like
clickbait.
we could just put something on and say Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, and then get 100 views of talking about something that nothing because it'll be the same thing.
And then they say, "Is it signed? Signed? They signed it. He signed it. He didn't sign. He's about to sign. He's signing the contract." Man, nobody. Y'all don't know. Stop it. Like this is all clickbait.
Yeah, it's all clickbait to me. But I think one of the topics I want to go through next week is the top 10 welterweights of all time.
Okay, so I got some in my head, but I'm gonna do
top 10 of all time.
Of all time.
All time.
Welterweights.
Yeah, we can do welterweights, and then the next week middleweights, and work it all the way up to heavyweights.
So every week we name a top 10 until we get all the way up to heavyweights.
Yep.
Of all times. All right.
Yeah, we can actually start from lightweight because I don't care about anything less than lightweight. I really didn't even care about lightweight too much.
Oh yeah, the little guys.
That bantamweight.
That's why Shakur need to move up. From that division. You were down with the Lomachinkos and all that.
Because anything below lightweight, you might as well be fighting Clarissa Shields.
It'd be like the people that be fighting in that class be like them little midgets or something.
Yeah, that's why I don't be caring about anyway.
When you go into the Chinese store, if you from Philly, you know what I'm talking about. You go to the Chinese store and the little Chinese man be in the back of the window. They be talking trash back and forth. You're like these little guys, man.
But that's why I don't be caring about like when they put Inoue for the Inoue for the top pound for pound. The dude's 110 pounds, 119 pounds. Get out of here.
Yeah, you like 110, 120, 120. Like that's tiny guys. Y'all some small guys.
My girl to be like 125. That's the size of my ideal woman is like 125 pounds, 130 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact though. That's a fact. I mean, I get it when you a kid, you coming up, but like when they the grown-ups, they really like if you see these people in person, you're like, oh, these little guys.
And that's why it be like all those little Taiwanese people fighting at that, or those little weights, because those little people, man, come on, I don't want. That's just not entertainment to me. And they be hitting each other a million times, and nobody be getting knocked out because they don't got no power.
No real power, yeah.
They got all the speed in the world.
That's why heavyweight is where it's at.
Yeah.
Heavyweight, and then I like 47 and like 40. You said you don't under what?
Under 135. I mean, 135 is like the lowest.
Yeah, 135 is like I like 135 is like kids, like a teenage, like Devin Haney, 18, 17. See, I mean, when you're around that age, that's cool. But when you like in your 30s, you gotta be at least at 154. I mean,
Yeah,
middle
but
heavyweight and all that.
Lomachenko is like the
160.
30-something years old. You know,
Yeah. But they get they what do they short? They short. So and they
they're
can
five
do
seven,
that
five
weight.
eight.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Oh wow. Mm.
Tank. Now
I'm
Tank
I'm
got a good
five
reach.
eight. I'm 5'8" and I'm hitting 160.
Yeah,
Five eight.
yeah. So that's a middleweight. So you're
Yeah.
the big Charlo brother.
That's my walk around. So I guess if I was training, I probably go down. I don't know.
Yeah, they get you to like 147, or if you
Walk around.
see where your power carry, if you can still carry your speed and be healthy,
Yeah. Mm.
still carry your speed and be healthy. But yeah, you're like 8 pounds below Benavidez.
Yeah, man. He's got you
I
gotta
mean,
stay disciplined,
think
train, and
about
really be
how skinny
focused.
Robert Easter is. I mean, he was 6'11", 5'11", 130 something pounds. He's too tall to
Did
be
he,
that.
speaking of him, did he retire? Because I
I
haven't
don't know. I
seen.
don't know where. I don't know what. I mean, I'll find out. But
Yeah, I haven't heard of him.
Fundora. He's like 6'11", fighting at. I mean, he's like 6'7", and he's six. No. How Fundora? About 6'4", 6'5", and he's fighting at 154 pounds.
And it's funny because on TV they look regular, but in person they
He did
probably
not look. You saw
oh
the Fundora fight, how tall he is and how skinny and goofy he looked.
I didn't see him. I'm thinking of Robert Easton though, because I
Yeah,
mean
look at
you
Fundora.
you
He's
could
like
tell that
my man he's like LeBron's height almost.
mm,
He
LeBron like that
he's like
tall
LeBron's height.
and weigh how much?
154.
154. Yeah, that's small. That's like skeleton too.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you real skinny.
yeah. You that tall? You damn near you the same height as Deontay Wilder, and you fighting at the little baby weight.
And I guess the people that he fighting were everybody shorter than him.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
like
He can punch. All he had to do is punch
he
down.
got a reach advantage. He got that reach advantage. The
His uppercut is going to hit everything.
uppercut. Oh, low blow. Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
no,
He get
no. That's if you short. No, but that's if you short though. If you tall and you
yeah.
uppercut,
Yeah.
but
I mean, his
but
dad.
uppercutting somebody tall. That's uppercut to the body. Ooh.
Yeah, his jab should just keep you. You shouldn't even get past his jab.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. If you
His
got
jab should be able to keep you off.
all tall fighters should have a good jab. I think all tall fighters, like if you tall and you fight,
Mm-hmm.
you should work that jab. You should be
Yeah.
working that jab. Yeah, cause then us short fighters, we gotta get around that. I mean, getting inside and all that.
Yeah. But like and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. This is New True Corner.
Yeah.
I'm Cool Breeze.
And Razor Rock.
And this is the show, episode 8. And we out of here.
Deuce.
Deuces.